WNBA rookie phenom Caitlin Clark has had one hell of a year. She signed the biggest sponsorship deal in women's sports history with Nike, quickly set the rookie record for most three-pointers made in a season, and contributed to the Indiana Fever breaking its home attendance record. Now, Clark is putting a cherry on top of an already historic season. Time named her its 2024 Athlete of the Year. But, of course, you can't have a conversation about Clark's career without also discussing her star WNBA counterpart and rumored rival Angel Reese. The narrative of this alleged feud goes back to their collegiate careers, when Reese played for Louisiana State University and Clark for the University of Iowa. After LSU defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes during the 2023 NCAA Women's Finals, Reese threw a now infamous "you can't see me" gesture at Clark that led fans to vilify Reese and call her classless, despite the fact that Clark had made the same gesture in previous games. Rumors of a rivalry continued to spiral after the Fever took Clark as its first pick in the WNBA draft. Reese went 7th to the Chicago Sky, and the two had a few competitive dust-ups this year on the court. Clark told Time she doesn't understand all the fuss. "I don't get that at all," Clark said. "We're not best friends by any means, but we're very respectful of one another. Yes, we have had tremendous battles, but when have I ever guarded her, and when has she guarded me?" When asked about Reese's 2023 gesture, Clark once again made her stance clear. "I didn't think it was taunting. It really didn't bother me," she said. "It's just like, why don't you talk about them winning, or the incredible run that we went on that nobody would have thought we would have ever gone on?" The only thing people cared about was this controversy that was really fabricated and made up, and then that has continued to be the case ever since. Elsewhere in the wide-ranging interview, Clark addressed her exclusion from the Paris Olympics. "I don't want to be there because I'm somebody that can bring attention. I want to be there because they think I'm good enough." Her privilege as a white player in a league largely created and dominated by Black women. The more we can elevate Black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing. And the transition from college to professional basketball. Professional players and professional coaches, this is no disrespect to college women's basketball, are a lot smarter. If this is what Clark's first season of pro ball looked like, damn, I'm excited for the rest of her career. And hopefully this is the end of the rivalry narrative for both Clark's and Reese's sakes. Angel Reese, the 22-year-old WNBA star for the Chicago Sky, has become a global sensation after a record-breaking rookie season that could have been even better, if not for an injury that kept the team out of the playoffs. Like many young athletes, Reese knows how to capitalize on her image through her social media accounts and with brands that sponsor her, such as Reebok and Reese's Chocolate. Given her last name, it was almost inevitable that this Hershey's sub-brand would partner with her for marketing campaigns. In addition to her athletic accomplishments, she is recognized as a savvy businesswoman. The lifestyle she displays on her social media reflects the luxurious life she enjoys and will likely continue to enjoy for years to come, especially during the off-season, as is the case now. Speaking of luxury, Angel Reese made waves when she attended the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix as part of an elite group invited by Formula One and its sponsors. During the event, Reese met celebrities such as actor Terry Crews and her favorite actress, Taraji P. Henson. Henson told Reese, "I'm so proud of you. Just keep doing what you're doing," acknowledging her youth and the remarkable accomplishments she has already achieved in her career and personal life. Reese's brand has grown internationally, with major partnerships and media appearances cementing her as one of the most influential athletes of her generation, of course, alongside Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year, Caitlin Clark. On social media, critics often claim that Reese mismanages her money, largely due to the lavish lifestyle she shares online. Her contract with the Chicago Sky is for 4 years and $324,380, which would be enough for most people to live an extraordinary life. However, because of her luxurious tastes, some might think she's overspending. In reality, most of her travel is paid for by the companies that invite her. It's also unclear how much these companies pay her for her image, but rest assured, it's in the millions. Speaking of brand sponsors, Reese signed with Reebok a few months ago to lead the rebrand for President Shaquille O'Neal, who is a close friend of Reese and VP Allen Iverson, who are leading the rebrand. Reese said he had many opportunities to sign with other brands, but chose Reebok and said the following. "What was it about Reebok? One, they don't have a female basketball player as a face. So I wanted to be that," Reese said at the time. Once again, she shows that she loves the spotlight, that she knows her game can only get better, and that being the face of a rebrand is not just being another athlete. The reality is that it is currently very difficult to compete with Nike, which has already signed Caitlin Clark and upcoming WNBA draft first pick Paige Buchers. That's why it seems to me that Reese decided to sign with Reebok, whose contract amount is not yet known. But we're talking millions here. Reese didn't want to be just another athlete for some brand and be in the shadow of Clark, who was extremely superior in this first season. Not counting the Rookie of the Year award, of course, I don't want to take away from the great season with records Reese had. The next time we see Reese playing basketball will be in Miami, where she currently lives. Starting in January, Reese will play in the new 3x3 Winter Basketball League Unrivaled, co-founded by WNBA stars Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier. She will then enter her second season with a new coach in Tyler Marsh. Marsh, who worked with three-time WNBA MVP Aja Wilson for years, has noted Reese's physical resemblance to Wilson and insists she will be a cornerstone of the Chicago Sky in the future. This is no surprise, as she led the league in rebounding last season with an incredible 13.1 boards per game, the highest average in WNBA history. At 6'3", Angel Reese commands attention both on and off the basketball court. Known for her dominance as a forward and her bold personality, the Sky No. 5's towering height is often a source of pride. But as she revealed in a candid moment during her podcast Unapologetically Angel, it also presents challenges that may as well be unique to her in her everyday life. In a heartfelt conversation with Coco Jones, Reese opened up about feeling out of place when she steps outside. "Yeah, I don't feel normal." "No," Reese admitted. "Also, I'm 6'3". "So, obviously, I already don't feel normal. So everybody already looking, and they're trying to see who that is." Her words offer a glimpse into the reality of standing out, not just for her talent, but for her sheer physical presence. Reese's height, while a gift on the court, often draws unwanted attention in public spaces. "I don't mind taking pictures," she shared, "but sometimes I just want to sometimes I just want to be able to put on a sweatsuit and maybe have my hood on, my bonnet on, some glasses, and keep pushing. But that's easier said than done. I can't do that. It's like I gotta go out the house, clean up tight." The constant stares and curiosity from strangers can feel overwhelming. It's not just about being recognized as a basketball star, it's the towering frame that makes her impossible to miss in any crowd. Reese's reflections highlight the double-edged sword of fame and physical distinction, one that brings admiration, but also a loss of anonymity. In a moment of vulnerability, during the podcast when Coco Jones asked, "Have you ever said no to taking a picture?" Angel Reese responded, "I have. Yeah," she continued, elaborating on how it feels and stated, "It does make me feel bad, but most of the time I'm in a rush. I'm going somewhere." Reese, however, shared a deeper frustration with the situation. "And the people be so mean after they be like, 'Damn, I don't live for that.' But people don't be understanding. We can't always do it." The interaction revealed the emotional toll fame can take, especially when people don't understand that celebrities, just like anyone else, have moments when they want to keep things simple. Reese's honesty about saying no to taking pictures reflects her struggle to find a balance between her public persona and her personal need for space. As Reese continues to navigate the complexities of fame, her story highlights the need for empathy toward public figures who face similar challenges. While they may seem untouchable from the outside, they too have their limits and moments when they simply want to live life just like anyone else. The WNBA on Sunday upgraded Chicago Sky guard Chennedy Carter's foul against Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark to a flagrant 1 violation after reviewing the play. Carter gave a shoulder shot to Clark that knocked her to the floor before an inbound pass during the third quarter of Saturday's 71-70 win by the Fever. The officials called it an away-from-the-ball foul and didn't review the play. It was deemed a common foul at the time. "I wasn't expecting it," Clark said after the game. "It is what it is. It's a physical game. Go make the free throw and execute on offense, and I feel like that's kind of what we did." Carter didn't answer questions about Clark or the play after the game. The league fined Sky forward Angel Reese $1,000 for failing to make herself available to media after Saturday's game. The WNBA also fined Chicago $5,000 for failing to ensure that all players comply with league media policies. The league office may reclassify a flagrant foul or upgrade a foul to a flagrant that isn't called during the game. In addition, the league may impose a fine or suspend a player for a flagrant foul. The WNBA didn't do either to Carter. "This league is awesome. It's a physical league," Indiana coach Christy Sides said before playing the New York Liberty on Sunday night. That was a non-basketball play that needed to be called in that moment. Sides praised Clark in her post-game interview Saturday for keeping her composure through all the physical play she's faced this season. "She showed it last night," the coach said. "Got up and kept playing. All she did was ask the officials to review it. They didn't want to listen to it. I applaud her for how she handled it last night." Clark finished with 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Reese had 8 points and 13 rebounds. "I grew up playing basketball with the boys. It's always been physical and feisty, and you have to find a way to hold your own," Clark said.